Hello and welcome to another episode of What the Heck Are We Doing here at Minnesota Implement. This here is a Heinecker truck plow that was brought to us by a client. He no longer needed it on a truck because the truck that it used to go on, I guess, no longer exists. So this originally had the headlights and hydraulic unit and mounting hardware on it. But he didn't need it for a truck, he needed it to fit on his skid steer. So he brought us the plow and wanted us to refit it to put a skid steer plate on it. So as rusty as this plow is, it's structurally still in very good condition. There's no broken welds or anything on it. So it was well worth doing the work to convert it to use on a skid steer. So we took and cut the A-frame and then welded the faceplate to it here. And every one of these things is different. Every brand of plow has a completely different structure. So this is where us being a small custom fabrication shop really comes into play, because we look at how the thing is built and what we need to do to make it actually work. Now on this plow, one of the things you got to consider when you're modifying something like this is you look at these two bolts and rollers that they got in here, and then this swooping frame. That frame bolts into place on the back of here. So if they ever need to service this plow for any reason, to let's say fix that main pin or anything, they've got to be able to take this swooping frame out of here. And so when we built the structure, we needed to create this tower and bring these leading arms in high enough that those bolts can come out and you can actually service this thing. So a lot of shops, they'll just slap some steel on it and send you out the door, and hey, it works great when you left, but a month down the road you break something and you need to repair it, and now you can't repair it because they didn't care about having to fix it. They just cared about getting their money out of doing the modification. So we always consider stuff like this when we build something. We don't build it just to get it out the door and get paid. We build it so that you can get 5 to 10 years of service out of it. Once again, that comes from us being actually in the excavating industry and in the snowplow industry. We build this how we would want it to be built if we were going to use it. So, but as I said, this particular plow, structurally, it's in good shape, so it was well worth putting the effort into putting this faceplate on here. So I believe we are charging $400 for putting that plate on there, for the steel and the actual labor. So $400 for you to drop off your plow and pick it up ready to go on a skid steer. Not a bad price. You know, obviously that's based on how complicated the plow is and what we need to do. Often we'll end up doing a couple hours of repair work too, which our shop rate is very fair for doing repair work. So excuse me, if there had been broken welds on this or something like that, we'd take care of those and we just charge an hourly rate based on what we've got into it. So this particular one, we did replace the cutting edges on it because they were worn down almost to the frame. So of course the cutting edges themselves, we need to get paid for the edges, and then we had an hour into replacing those. So I believe his whole bill on this plow is about $700 out the door. So I figured I'd just give you a quick video of one of the oddball things that we do here, so you can have an idea when we refit a plow what it looks like. So let us know if you have any other skid steer needs. Obviously we do repair work, we do conversions on things, and we've got our full product line. So thanks for watching.